Hello students, you will learn in this video how to sacrifice material and make sure that opponent's king stays in the center. Once the opponent king is in the center, then we slowly build pressure on that king and finally we win the game. The game starts with e4, c5, it's the Sicilian defense, knight f3, knight c6, d4, c cross d4, knight cross d4. This is known as the open Sicilian. Knight f6, knight c3, d6, bishop g5. This variation of Sicilian defense is known as the classical variation. Black plays a6, white goes queen d2, queen b6, knight b3, e6 and long castling. White's plan is to start pushing these pawns and try to create an attack on the king side, and Black will launch counter attack on the queen side. His idea is to go b5, moves like b5. So he plays queen c7. White plays f4 and Black goes b5 immediately. White plays g3. White wants to develop his bishop on this long diagonal. Black does the same, bishop g2, and Black plays rook d8. White also develops his last piece. All of White's pieces are developed. Black played bishop e7 and Black's king is just one move away from castling. In the next move, Black's king will go short castle and Black's king will be completely fine. But are we going to let this happen? No, we are not going to let this happen. So here White sacrificed some material so that opponent's king is stuck in the center. You can pause the video and try to find the best move for White. And that best move is knight d5. A piece sacrifice in the center. The reason? Now Black plays e cross d5, you play e cross d5, and the reason is the file is open. Our rook is on e file, opponent's king is on the e file, and the file is open. So Black's king is in trouble. Black defends his piece, and now you play bishop cross f6. Black is forced to play with g cross f6. Now you can see that his pawn structure on the king side is ruined. So even if he goes short castling, he will come under attack. White plays knight d4. His idea is to bring the knight on f5, from where it will attack the e7 pinned bishop. And if Black goes short castle, then White plays queen e2. White shifts his pieces to the king side. Let's say after rook e8, you play queen g4 check and you play bishop e4. This pawn is a target. It is very difficult to defend it. After rook g8, queen h5, Black plays f5 and you play knight cross f5, bishop f8, and it looks like that everything is safe. But here White has tactical shot knight cross d6. This knight cannot be captured because of queen cross h7 checkmate. So opponent defends it. And now again you go knight f5. You are attacking this rook. So rook is forced to go back. And in this position White has a very strong attack. Material is completely equal. White has 3 pawns for the piece and White has the ongoing attack. So in this position, even if Black's king goes short castle, he will come under big attack. That's why Black first played bishop c8. Black covers this f5 square, and so that no longer knight can go to f5. And now White plays rook e3. Look, White sacrificed the whole piece and White is building his attack slowly. White is not in a hurry. What White wants? White just wants to double his pieces on the e file. Put more pressure on the e file. And there is not really a good way for Black to defend against it. So Black goes short castle. Anyway, king was weak in the center. And now you play queen e2, putting pressure on this bishop. Rook e8, you play rook e1, put more pressure here. The bishop cannot go to f8 because you will win this rook. So king is forced to protect it. And now you go queen h5. Remember, h7 is a weakness. So king guards it And now white continues with his attack. G4. White is pushing his pawns forward and this king is very weak. All of these pieces are stuck on the back rank. All of the pieces are stuck and white's pieces are very active. Black plays queen a7 attacking this knight and white ignored it. Rook h3. Remember h7 was weak, so you are attacking this directly. Black defends it and now you play knight f5 check. Black chops this knight away because the knight was so powerful, and first here you play queen h6 check, forcing king g8, and then you take the bishop. In the next move you are going to play rook to g3 check and it will be a checkmate. It's game over. So if you want to keep the opponent's king in the center, then you have to sacrifice some material, either a pawn or either an exchange sacrifice or either a piece sacrifice. It's the only way for you to keep the opponent's king in the center. And before you make a sacrifice, you have to assess whether you can build up the attack or not. If you can build up the attack, then you can play a game like this. I hope you found this video instructive. Now let's go to the next one.